everyone, Donna here. It's October and it's Dyslexia Awareness Month. And I had the opportunity to meet two amazing people in the past week, Catherine and Michael Marcus of Cody Reading, that have created a free resource for parents and tutors. This resource is invaluable for all in the literacy world, and I'm grateful for these two folks on a mission to help parents and tutors connect. Without further ado, Michael and Catherine.
Hi, Donna. Thank you so much for having us.
You're welcome. I'm so glad you're here.
We're excited for the opportunity. I guess we can start off with introductions on just who we are, and then we're excited to take you through the resource we've built for everyone. Catherine, why don't you kick us off?
Yeah, so I have been in education for about 10 years now. I'm currently a reading specialist. I previously was a special educator. I got my master's in the language and literacy program, basically meaning reading specialist degree. I'm certified through the Academy of Orton Gillingham to teach the OG methodology. And I'm also Wilson Reading System certified. So I like to immerse myself in the whole reading world.
And I'm Michael. I'm Catherine's husband. I have none of those credentials whatsoever. I'm an outsider to the world of reading. I spent right up against 15 years in the software and technology space. In college, I started a company with a bunch of friends building marketing tech. We worked with some of the biggest brands in the world, the NBA, the NFL, L'Oreal, Procter and Gamble, some really, really cool companies. And you would think that gives you plenty of fulfillment building a company with your friends for some pretty cool brands. But I was lucky enough to get to a bit of a transition period. We sold off the business, and other adults ran the company for us, which was wonderful and gave me some of the space to think about what I want to do next in my career. And I've been lucky to be able to observe from the sidelines the world of reading through Catherine and learning all about the space. And we had our second child just 9 months ago, and we had the opportunity to both have some free time during naps whenever we were lucky enough for the baby to be sleeping. And we talked a lot about what we wanted to do with our lives going forward, Catherine being an educator. And for me, I decided to throw myself fully into the world of reading, hopefully building tech that can help kids, help parents, help educators in this space. So that's been a lot of fun, and that's led us to where we are today, building Cody Reading. But more importantly, Catherine and I talked for a very long time about doing something for October's Dyslexia Awareness Month. And so that's what brought us to this place and our research and spending time in Facebook groups. So,
Yes, yep.
um, do you want to talk about the Facebook group research and what got us
Sure.
here?
Yeah. So, like Michael said, I've been out on maternity leave, which gave me some time to kind of think through how I want to make my teaching more effective and efficient. So, I decided to look into those Facebook groups to see if I could learn some new things about teaching to make myself a better teacher. And what I was finding is a lot of parents were looking for tutors for their kids. And
Mhm.
as a reading teacher, I knew a lot of high quality reading instructors. So, I thought, could we make something that bridges the connection between these high quality reading tutors and these parents so that they can find each other easily? So we thought, could we make some sort of directory and using your connections to people who have an engineering background? Could we make something that parents could go to find high quality reading teachers and find programs that their kids are used to, like Barton, that maybe they want to continue to use a program like that, and they could find that specialist that has that experience with that program or methodology. So then, yeah, so we started looking into that and trying to create something to help as many teachers and families as possible.
So this is probably a good place to go
Mhm.
into the
We can't
reading
wait.
tutor. Let's do it. All right. So jumping in, and me being an outsider, seeing the Facebook groups, it was kind of crazy to me hearing or observing Catherine, with her own tutoring and seeing how difficult it is to find kids to help with the tutoring side of her life. The number of parents posting looking for very specific things in a tutor, it was kind of shocking to me. And to me, it's just there's a gap in the connection between the two sides here, where the tutors are desperate to find kids that they can help, and the parents are looking for the right resource. But the issue for me is you have to go either to Facebook groups and get personal recommendations, or you need to go to the program specific websites and their specific
Right.
directories.
Yeah.
And when you're looking through it, if I'm a parent, I'm looking for very specific things like the type of tutoring, virtual or in person. I might be looking for specific credentials or a specific amount of time as a teacher. There wasn't one place to find all of that. So this takes you into the hub where hopefully we can make the process of finding the right educator a bit less stressful for parents. We've worked with hundreds of tutors, reading specialists, etc., who have built their own profiles. And we've also scraped a number of public directories to just bring all the information into one place so it's a lot easier than trying to navigate the web and finding these disparate
Mhm.
directories. So if you come into the solution, you can just click Find a Reading Tutor. And what you'll find are a number of filters that help you refine what you might be looking for. So if you know the name of someone, you can of course search it, but what most searches will start with is location, especially if you're looking for in-person instruction. Let's say I'm in California, I'll select the state. I might have some certifications that I'm interested in. So let's say I'm looking for OGA and the hot new Ebley.
Mhm.
We'll say those two are our favorites right now. There might be some programs we hope that they're trained in or instruct to, but let's just keep it to their certifications. And then finally, I'm open to both virtual and in-person instruction. So that narrows down the list of
Mm.
folks who have built out their profiles. You can see the summary of their information. And if there's someone who is particularly interesting to you. We just saw Lindsay speak actually, so this is perfect. Lindsay, we might say, okay, this is interesting. Let's read a little bit more about Lindsay. She's
Mhm.
added a short about section. And if this looks like the type of person I want to get in touch with, I can enter my information so that we're sending a note to Lindsay specifying what we need. And then Lindsay can reply to us directly via email. So we're not retaining any of the data here. We're just facilitating the connection. And the other thing that we'd say is we're not manually vetting these resources. We're just creating a place where the information can all live.
Mhm.
And parents can do their own homework from a narrowed down list of specialists and tutors who might make the most sense for them. So certainly not vetting and verifying, but just trying to bring the information all in one place so it's easier.
And I just wanted to clarify too. So, if a parent is looking at these certifications and programs and they don't know what these letters stand for, we
Mhm.
have a little section says understand the certifications and programs here. So you can see how they're all listed out next to the acronym, and you can see that there's a little link next to each one. So if you want to learn more about that program or methodology, you can click there. So it just gives parents more information on
That's
what they're
great.
looking for and if they need any help in the search process.
Excellent. Now, here's a question. What if you want someone virtual because you don't care where they live, and you want someone with, let's say Ebley. So
Yep.
Ebley and virtual. What happens?
Yep. So we can see anyone with Ebley. Now, some Ebley certified instructors will have other
Sure,
certifications as well. So that's where you'll see the multiple here.
sure.
It'll also specify that they teach to the Ebley program. So you can see this is a more broad list because you don't worry about the location. You have a lot of options here
Mm-hmm.
that you can start to
Mm-hmm.
filter through. So one of the things that's been most requested is more of a bio. And you saw the about
Mm-hmm.
section if I
Mm-hmm.
click Teresa, which she actually includes her website in her
Sure.
bio. But we're looking for what other information a parent might need to help make the decision, where in this case
Mhm.
there's over 40 potential options that fit your criteria. So lots of good options, just now narrowing it down further.
Wow. What blows me away is that you two not only are a cute little couple, married couple, but you're marrying two businesses together, your expertise together to create an amazing resource for both parents and teachers. This is something that I find it hard to believe no one's thought of this before, or maybe they have, we just don't know about it. But I'm so excited to be able to help promote your new journey together, and I can't wait to see where this is going to lead to because I just know this is going to be just there's so much potential here for this to move forward. I'm so happy for the two of you and for the world of literacy to be able to provide all these resources for both parents and teachers, and most importantly, our students that need the help, that they to be better readers. So, is there
Absolutely.
anything else you want to say today? I think we
Um,
did a great thing.
I would just like to say, like, obviously, our whole goal is to help as many kids as possible. So if anybody's watching this and can just spread the word, because we just want to make sure that we're getting these kids the right help that they need so that they can become the best readers possible.
Excellent. So, why don't we put in the chat your, there it is, um, your link to
Yep.
um, your site. And we will also be posting this in various social media. So you're going to be hearing a lot from Cody Reading. That's all I have to say. This is going to be great.
Thank you, Donna,
Thank you,
for
Donna.
giving us this platform. This is really helpful. It's one of the biggest questions we've had is how do we get the word out there? And
Yes.
I think it's the leaders in the reading world who are taking the lead and showing by example. So this is so appreciated. Thank you so much for doing
You are
Yay.
this.
so welcome. It is absolutely my honor to be part of this. Thank you so
All right.
much. All right. Bye bye.